Insomnia is one of the most common complaints we see and one of the easiest to mismanage when we skip a structured approach. In this video, we'll walk through a practical, clinic-ready framework. A 41-year-old woman reports 2 months of poor sleep. Some nights she can't fall asleep. Other nights she wakes at 3 a.m. and can't return to sleep. She feels tired with poor concentration. Which symptoms define insomnia? A. Vivid dreams with acting out. B. Sudden sleep attacks. C. Difficulty initiating sleep, difficulty maintaining sleep, early morning awakening, or non-restorative, poor quality sleep. D. Loud snoring with witnessed apneas. E. Urge to move legs at night relieved by movement. The correct answer is C. Insomnia includes problems with sleep initiation, sleep maintenance, early awakening, and/or non-restorative poor quality sleep, often with daytime impairment. A 38-year-old man has 4 months of trouble falling asleep and frequent awakenings. He denies loud snoring, witnessed apneas, and has no urge to move his legs at night. What is the next step? A. Polysomnography. B. Start CPAP. C. Cognitive behavioral therapy. D. Brain MRI. E. Dopamine agonist. The correct answer is C. Polysomnography is reserved for suspected sleep apnea or periodic limb movement disorder, not routine insomnia. A 52-year-old woman has an uncomfortable, restless feeling in her legs that's worst at night while lying still. She has an urge to move, and walking relieves it. What is the diagnosis? A. Nocturnal leg cramps. B. Peripheral neuropathy. C. Restless leg syndrome. D. Obstructive sleep apnea. E. REM sleep behavior disorder. The correct answer is C. Restless leg syndrome. In restless leg syndrome, patients describe an uncomfortable leg sensation that is worse at rest and in the evening, night, creates an urge to move, and is partially or completely relieved by movement, such as walking or stretching. A 49-year-old woman has nightly, restless, leg discomfort that improves with walking and keeps her from falling asleep. Physical exam is normal. Which of the following is the most appropriate next step in evaluation? A. Overnight polysomnography. B. Serum ferritin level. C. MRI of the lumbar spine. D. Start CPAP. E. Nerve conduction studies. The correct answer is B. Serum ferritin level. In restless leg syndrome, evaluate for iron deficiency, commonly with serum ferritin, because low iron stores can contribute to symptoms and treating deficiency can improve restless leg syndrome. A 62-year-old man is brought by his spouse for kicking in his sleep for 6 months. She describes repetitive, stereotyped leg jerks every 20 to 40 seconds during sleep. He is unaware of the movements but reports non-restorative sleep and daytime fatigue. The movements involve dorsiflexion of the great toe and occasional flexion at the ankle, knee, and hip. Which diagnosis best explains this presentation? A. Restless leg syndrome. B. Periodic limb movement disorder. C. REM sleep behavior disorder. D. Nocturnal leg cramps. E. Obstructive sleep apnea. The correct answer is B. Periodic limb movement disorder causes repetitive, stereotyped limb movements during sleep, often great toe extension to triple flexion of the leg, that can fragment sleep and cause daytime fatigue. Unlike restless leg syndrome, symptoms are not driven by an urge to move while awake. A 68-year-old man with heart failure has witnessed episodes during sleep where he stops breathing for approximately 20 seconds, then resumes without snoring or gasping. Overnight study shows recurrent apneas with no respiratory effort and no evidence of upper airway obstruction. What is the most likely diagnosis? A. Obstructive sleep apnea. B. Central sleep apnea syndrome. C. Restless leg syndrome. D. REM sleep behavior disorder. E. Narcolepsy. The correct answer is B. Central sleep apnea includes repetitive pauses in breathing during sleep due to absent respiratory drive, no effort, occurring without upper airway occlusion, often seen in heart failure or with opioids. A 46-year-old man comes to clinic for fatigue and morning headaches. His partner reports loud snoring and witnessed pauses in breathing during sleep. He has excessive daytime sleepiness and wears a large shirt collar size. Which diagnosis best explains these findings? A. Central sleep apnea. B. Obstructive sleep apnea. C. Narcolepsy. D. Restless leg syndrome. E. Periodic limb movement disorder. The correct answer is B. Obstructive sleep apnea. Obstructive sleep apnea is suggested by loud snoring, witnessed apneas, large neck or collar size, and daytime sleepiness due to upper airway collapse during sleep. A 33-year-old nurse who works permanent night shifts reports 3 months of difficulty falling asleep during the day and excessive sleepiness during overnight shifts. Symptoms improve on vacation when she sleeps at night. What is the most likely diagnosis? A. Primary insomnia. B. Shift work sleep disorder. C. Obstructive sleep apnea. D. Restless leg syndrome. E. Major depressive disorder. The correct answer is B. Shift work sleep disorder is insomnia and/or excessive sleepiness due to circadian misalignment from work schedules, such as permanent night shifts, with improvement when the schedule normalizes. A 25-year-old medical student reports dozing off during lectures and making more mistakes on the wards. For the past month, she has slept approximately 5 to 6 hours per night due to studying. She denies loud snoring, witnessed apneas, or an urge to move her legs at night. What is the most likely cause of her symptoms? A. Obstructive sleep apnea. B. Narcolepsy. C. Sleep deprivation. D. Shift work sleep disorder. E. Periodic limb movement disorder. The correct answer is C. Habitual sleep time is less than or equal to 6 hours. Night commonly causes daytime sleepiness and performance deficits from insufficient sleep. A 22-year-old college student has excessive daytime sleepiness and suddenly goes limp and drops objects when laughing. She also reports vivid dream-like hallucinations as she falls asleep and occasional inability to move for a few seconds upon waking. Which diagnosis best explains these symptoms? A. Obstructive sleep apnea. B. Narcolepsy, circa REM sleep behavior disorder. D. Shift work sleep disorder. E. Major depressive disorder. The correct answer is B, which is narcolepsy. A patient with narcolepsy presents with daytime sleepiness plus REM-related phenomena, cataplexy, hypnagogic hallucinations, and sleep paralysis, and can coexist with other sleep disorders. A 44-year-old woman has 3 months of difficulty falling asleep and frequent awakenings despite good sleep hygiene. She has daytime fatigue but no snoring, witnessed apneas, or leg discomfort. What is the best initial treatment? A. Zolpidem. B. Diphenhydramine. C. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. D. Overnight polysomnography. E. Modafinil. The correct answer is C, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. The first-line treatment for chronic insomnia is non-drug therapy, specifically cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, which includes sleep restriction, stimulus control, cognitive therapy. Medications are adjuncts if needed but not the first-line treatment. A 36-year-old man has 2 months of trouble falling asleep. He drinks late-day coffee, uses nicotine, has a nightcap, and scrolls on his phone in bed. What is the next best step? A. Zolpidem. B. Trazodone. C. Sleep hygiene. Avoid caffeine, nicotine, alcohol and screens before bed. D. Polysomnography. E. Modafinil. The correct answer is C, which is sleep hygiene. The first-line insomnia treatment is non-drug. Start discussing sleep hygiene, and consider cognitive behavioral intervention for insomnia if insomnia persists. A 47-year-old man has persistent insomnia despite cognitive behavioral therapy and sleep hygiene. He wants medication. What is the best choice? A. Diazepam. B. Alprazolam. C. Zolpidem. D. Phenobarbital. E. Haloperidol. The correct answer is C, which is Zolpidem. Medications are second line for insomnia and the preferred agents are non-benzodiazepines, such as Zolpidem, Zaloplan, S-Zopiclone, over benzodiazepines. A 55-year-old woman has leg discomfort worse at night at rest, relieved by walking. After checking iron stores, which treatment is appropriate? A. Zolpidem. B. Pramipexole. C. Propranolol. D. Haloperidol. E. Modafinil. The correct answer is B, which is pramipexole. In restless leg syndrome, the first-line therapy is a dopaminergic agent, such as pramipexole or ropinirole, or levodopa-carbidopa. A 50-year-old woman has restless leg syndrome, worse at night at rest, relieved by movement. Her serum ferritin is 40 nanograms per milliliter. What is the best next step in management? A. No treatment, ferritin is normal. B. Start oral iron supplementation. C. Start CPAP. D. Start Zolpidem. E. Order brain MRI. The correct answer is B. In restless leg syndrome, give iron supplementation when serum ferritin less than 75 nanograms per milliliter, as low iron stores can worsen symptoms. A 43-year-old man has 3 months of insomnia. He denies depressed mood or anhedonia and asks for trazodone, for sleep. What is the best response? A. Start trazodone. B. Start an SSRI. C. Avoid antidepressants unless depression is present. D. Start a TCA. E. Order polysomnography. The correct answer is C. Avoid antidepressants unless the patient has depression or another clear indication. In general, don't use antidepressants solely to treat insomnia. Reserve them for patients with comorbid depression or a specific, appropriate indication. A 52-year-old man with insomnia asks if he should take diphenhydramine nightly. What is the best advice? A. Use diphenhydramine nightly. B. Use hydroxyzine nightly. C. Avoid antihistamines. Use cognitive behavioral therapy and sleep hygiene. D. Order polysomnography. E. Start modafinil. The correct answer is C. Avoid antihistamines. Don't use antihistamines for insomnia, since it has limited benefit and has anticholinergic or next-day sedation. This is Dr. Polana and thank you for watching. Have a great day.